Week 17 means we are almost to the end of our regular season here. And with 2 games left, we got a lot to do still in terms of playoffs, seeding, who gets the number 1 seeds, and who we get to point and laugh at, as in who stunk. Maybe. But we'll get to that later. For this week, we got a very important game that'll help determine playoff seeding and whatnot. While both these teams are already in the postseason, the fate of not one but 2 divisions will hang in the balance in this one. The winner gets to clinch their respective division. The loser will leave it to chance. Maybe. I mean, it just depends on how things have already gone. Folks, we got a good one for you here with a lot at stake. On one side is a team that we haven't seen, and the other side, oh, they're back. Again, it seems like we always run into them. But you know what? Apparently they want to be involved in every important game that we have. As the Washington Commanders square off against the Houston Texans. Again, yeah, they're back. 4th time's the charm. But regardless, we're still going to do Week 17 of Strat-O-Matic football. Hey, why not? Whew. Howdy, folks. Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to Week 17 of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough, where the Washington Commanders are set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And while we haven't seen Washington all year, which is kind of odd because they made the Super Bowl in our first season, Houston, welcome back for the 4th time this season. I know I keep doing them over and over, but as I mentioned in the intro, they always find their way to some of the most important games. Week 3 versus Kansas City, they were there. Week 11 versus my Dolphins, they were there. Week 15 versus the Colts, literally 2 weeks ago, they were there. They're also 1-2 in our playthrough, so maybe this isn't a good thing for them, but they're here and they're looking to clinch the AFC South, and they can do so with a win. If not, then they'll have to try again next week. Otherwise, the Colts can sneak in and claim it for themselves. I should point out that Indy beat Houston the last time they were here, that game 2 weeks ago. So they've got a shot. Washington, they're sitting at 11-4, and much like Houston, they've got a shot at clinching the NFC East. Win, and it's theirs. Lose, and the Eagles might be able to snag it from them next week. Ironically, both teams play each other. Isn't that convenient? I don't know if we'll be seeing them again for Week 18 or if I've got something else cooking. We'll have to see what the Week 17 results are before I decide. But anyways, yeah, this one is going to be a lot at stake here. Someone's going to go home a division winner and get a home playoff game. The other team, well, we'll see what happens. But regardless, there's a lot at stake, so let's see how this goes. Before we get to Washington and Houston, let's recap Week 16 first, shall we? I'll give you guys the scores of how I rolled all of it. So while I get this finished setting up, how about we roll that beautiful footage, please? All right, we know what's at stake here. For color schemes, Washington gets to be in their traditional red. It's Houston in green here. I just realized I'm switching both teams' quarterbacks. Okay, good job. Let's see if it works out for me. All right, well, Washington is still calling this. They'll call evens. Sorry, Houston wins that one. And they tell Washington to take the ball first. Okay, fine. Houston will get it in the second half. So Here we go. The AFC South and NFC East are both on the line at the same time somehow. I don't know, but let's just roll with it. 8 yards in the back of the end zone for the number 1 back, as this will be a return. Oh, wait, no, we didn't roll that. And 24 yards in that return, so we're up to the 16. Will be. Okay. Washington's starting lineup is as follows, since we haven't seen them. There is one injury to report that'll affect this. Taylor Heineke, remember him? Yeah, he's quarterbacking this version of the Commanders. Terry McLaurin is the split. We got Brian Robinson Jr. as the halfback. Curtis Samuel is the flanker. There is no Logan Thomas. He would be the tight end here, but he is out with an injury. So John Bates will be mostly the starting tight end. I'll bring in 2 tight ends for right now, and Amari Rogers will step in. We'll be seeing Johan Dotson here too, so this is going to be interesting to see how this works out without Logan Thomas. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 for the Commanders at the 16. 6. That's a 6-yard gain for Brian Robinson to start us off. Okay. 6 yards for Robinson. 2nd down. This off-tackle run will get missed. 8. There's a potential penalty. It's another 6-yard gain unless the penalty does something, which it won't, so 1st down. All right, we're up to the 29 then, right? We're at the 22, so we're at the 28. Okay, gotcha. Robinson for another 6. Okay, 1st and 10. This gets missed. 6 and a flat, and that's a 10-yard completion to Terry McLaurin. He's got the 1st. Okay, so Heineke completes his 1st pass for 10. Oops, that's not what I want to do. That is okay. We'll probably be seeing a lot of Terry McLaurin today with Thomas's injury. Meanwhile, 1st and 10. Actually, I'm going to switch out Rogers for Dotson. And the Texans won't get fooled on this. 1st and 10. 10 and an off tackle. This time they don't get fooled, and this time Robinson gets nothing. But they will miss this line box. 2nd down. 8. And it's 6 yards for Robinson as a result thereof. Okay. 48, so he's at the 44. Got it. 3rd and 4 now. I'm going to try a pass. We'll see this, obviously. 8 on a flat. That's to the receiver, to Curtis Samuel. And he gets 5 in the 1st. There we go. Curtis Samuel he completes the pass to Samuel for 5 yards. All right, 1st and 10. This, we're going to surprise him with this one. 1st and 10. 11 on a short. Hey, it worked. Well, not well, kind of. It's an 11-yard gain. I was hoping they would roll on that. Oh, good thing. Good thing we didn't roll on Heineke's card. That would have been an interception roll. But regardless, it's a 1st down as McLaurin picks up 11. All right, 1st and 10 here. We're at the 40. Uh-oh, that's probably a fumble roll, and it is. 2 through 6, we have a problem. But in this case, it's a 2-yard gain. Never mind. Robinson gets 2 on that one, and it's 2nd and 8. Drops an interception. It's incomplete, thankfully, but that was close. That was really, really close. All right, 3rd and 8. That's a fumble on my end. That doesn't count. There we go. Come back here. Oh, whoa, whoa. What the heck? All right, well, I'm going to have a nice little talk with our technical staff on that one. 3rd and 8. Don't do this to me again. Speaking of doing it again, how about a sack? Oh, that's going to be very costly. Oh, that's going to be extremely costly. Heineke gets sacked. He loses 11, and that's a fumble! That the Texans recover! Yes! Oh, dear! Oh, of all things that have happened. Oh, yikes. Hold on, I'll deal with the return. You know what? Never mind. Let's start with that first. Is this returnable? Kind of. Evens. No, it is not. So the Texans get it at the You know what? Yeah, the Texans will have it at the 49. I saw number 5, so that is going to get credited to Christian Kirksey, the strip sack, who actually flops on the ball and recovers it. So Christian Kirksey does it all. Strip sack, and then recovers the fumble for the Texans. They will have it at the at their own 49. Oh, that was horrible. That was absolutely freaking horrible. They were in field goal range too, which is the sad part, and yet a strip sack ends up costing them. So nice job, Houston defense. You stopped them cold on that one. All right, Houston is at full strength. We've seen them before, but here's their starting lineup. Davis Mills is the quarterback. Brandon Cooks is the split. They're going to go 3 wide, so Chris Moore is coming out. We got Damian Pierce as the running back. Jordan Atkins is the tight end. And then Nico Collins is the split. If I recall, a couple of these receivers weren't here the last time out, but they are now. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to start off with a pass. 7 on a short. And right out of the gate, it's a short gain. 18 for Brandon Cooks in the first down. He's at the 33 just like that. So Mills' first pass goes for 18 to Brandon Cooks. That was quick. All right. 1st and 10. They're going to miss this one too. 7 on a off tackle. No gain for Damian Pierce. Ooh. Okay. 2nd and 10. 10 on a flat. And Atkins will go for 6 yards there. He is going to the 27. So if my math is correct, we've got a 3rd and 4 here. Okay, 3rd and 4. 8 on a flat. That is going to Nico Collins. And he is going to have no gain. Incomplete. Oof. Was looking for Nico Collins and found error. Okay, that's wonderful. 4th and 4, meanwhile. I believe we're well in field goal range. I'll try to go for the points. Kai Fairbairn will attempt a 44-yard field goal. Kick is up on this one, and uh-oh. It's usually not good. 27. Unless you're Fairbairn, in which case it's good! All right, so he did make it. I was worried because I rolled a 12. I was in trouble. Surprisingly, a 12 from that range actually gets him a field goal. Okay. So the Texans do take advantage of the... Sorry, I thought the camera was cutting on me again. the Washington turnover, but are only able to cash it in for 3 points. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll happily take a opening field goal. It's 3-0 Texans after everybody's first drive. We'll be kicking it off to Washington here shortly. But since I don't want to take too long to do the whole game, let's just go ahead to the next highlight. I don't know if it's going to be beautiful or not. I hope it's beautiful, but if we get another strip sack, man, that's come on, we want to see some 80-yard TDs or something. I don't know. Probably not going to deliver on that, but who cares? All right. Meanwhile, Washington will get it from the 5 and the number 2 back, which is important because they have 2. Dax Milne will have 20 yards. Okay, he's up to the 25. Funny enough. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to now do the 2 running back scenario here. I have deployed this in the past. Actually, I'm only going to allow them to do that if they, yeah. All right. Antonio Gibson enters the game, and it's 1st and 10, but he's not getting it. 8 on a flat. We're leading this on Houston's card. To the receiver, the Dotson guessed wrong, and Dotson will. Ooh, that was very close. Long gain led to a long gain. Instead, it's just 5 yards to Dotson. Okay. That's perfectly fine. All right. 2nd and 10. 5. Oh, this will get missed because they think they're going to run it like Gibson now. Nope, still not doing it. It's going to Samuel. Guessed wrong. Incomplete. All right, 3rd and 5. Now out comes the pass defense. 8 on a flat. Now we're trying McLaurin. This is guessed correctly now. And 7 yards for him in the 1st. Now we're talking. Yippee. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to try it again, but Houston is sitting in the pass defense now. 3 on a short. 13 to McLaurin in the 1st. It worked. Nice. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to miss this. Now they finally decide to run it with Gibson. 10 and off tackle. 6 yards for him. All right, 2nd and 4. This also gets missed. We're going to pound that run. 4 on a line buck, and it's a 9-yard wait. Long one. Oh, even worse, short gain. Even better, I should say. 20! He hits the jackpot! Yeah! Gibson for 20 big yards. Now we're talking. Okay, 1st and 10. Missed again. Except it's going in reverse. It's a 4-yard loss for Samuel. Wrong way. Second and 14. Oh, there's going to be some problems on that. Let's start off with the short gain. It's only going for 12. And on top of that, there's multiple things that happen here. Number 1, we've got a holding penalty, which takes precedence over everything. So it's a 10-yard penalty. Number 1. Number 2, someone on Houston's defense just got it hurt. 4 for 9, and they play a 4-3. The right linebacker is gone for a game. Oh, dear. That individual is going to be Christian Harris. So he's done for the game. And the next one. All right. Second, and this is not good. Second and 24. Oh, this is just nice. Oh, okay. That's going to help. It's not going to get them the first, but it will definitely help. 15. Okay. 28 to 23. So that's still going to be a 3rd and 9. So Gibson gets 15, right? Yeah. So Gibson for 15. That makes this a lot more manageable, and now we're staring at a 3rd and 9. All right, 3rd and 9. 11 on a short. Oh, that should be a first. Yep, 11 yards to Curtis Samuel, and he gets the first. All right, well, this is drive is going nicely for the Commanders. You know it is when they convert a 2nd and 24. Yeah, they were in that position, and somehow it's 1st and 10. I don't get it, but okay. Okay, meanwhile, Ronnie Rogers will step back into the game. They're going 2 tight ends, and it's 1st and 10 here. 12. 5 and a line buck. Uh-oh. Is this a fumble? Oh, it's just a 2. It's just a 2. Otherwise, it's a 1-yard loss. Yeah, it's a 1-yard loss. Okay, no biggie. Gibson loses a single yard, but that's no big deal. Okay, 2nd down here. 11. Oh, Bates is on this side. Okay. 2nd and 11. 5 and a flat. Incomplete. Heineke was looking for John Bates. Remember, he's in there for Rogers. Excuse me, Logan Thomas. Meanwhile, we've got a 3rd and 11. Okay, only one thing to do. 4 on a short. Okay, good news, bad news. Good news is a completion. Bad news, we're a yard short of the first. Yeah, McLaurin ended up getting 10 of the 11 yards he needed, so he's short a yard. So now we have a 4th and 1, and this is very interesting. Do I go for it, or do I take the points and tie the game? I don't know. This one's a tricky one. I'm going to tie the game. Why not? All right. Joey Sly, do your thing. Basically, unless he rolls a 12, this should be, or an X on the black die, this should be points. Kick is up from 21, and... Ooh, it was so close to being not good, but it somehow makes it in. Oh, man, Joey Sly, that was a little too close for comfort there. But he still gets the job done with a 21-yard chip shot. So even that was not easy, but the Commanders at least tied the ball game. That drive stalls out. They opt not to go for it on 4th and 1. Hopefully I don't pay for that later on. But Joey Slide ends up making it from 21 despite the near miss. Yep, that was fine. And it is tied at 3 with 1:45 to go. Okay. Both defenses kind of in bend but don't break mode for right now to start us off. Okay, that's not bad, but we'll see if we can get some touchdowns out of this. So, all right, continue on. Well, we had another drive that stalled, and once again, the field goal kicker is coming out. Fairbairn will attempt a 41-yarder here. Kick is up. Uh-oh. And unlike last time, it's no good! Fairbairn hooked it! I think he got a little scared off of how his last attempt went, and, yeah, he missed it. He hooked it this time. Oh, dear. Not exactly how I would have drawn that one up, but here we are. So Fairbairn misses the kick, and Houston's drive completely stalls out. They weren't really doing too much anyway, so there you go. But yeah, Houston will keep the game. That missed field goal keeps the game at 3-all. Good boy. All right, kind of a low-scoring snooze fest, but well, it happens. Third down here. This also gets they're gonna cover this up with 2 tight ends. Yeah, and then they'll miss this. All right, now it's a 3rd and 1. 4 on a short. Oh no, it's not gonna matter. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. No, incomplete. Heineke was looking for McLaurin. Oh hi! And look at this. It's another 4th and 1. Gee, I wonder what we're doing. You know what? Points are getting hard to come by in this game, so we'll do it. Joey Slide, do it again from 38. The kick is up. Okay, apparently we need to stop having kickers decide the game because, like, Care Firebeam in the last drive, no good. I'm guessing there must be like some heavy wind or something because this is now the second back-to-back field goals we have missed. Okay, good to know there's a lot of wind in this game. We're just going to assume that. But, yeah, now it's Joey Sly's turn to miss field goals as he hooks a 38-yarder. I don't know in what direction, but whatever. You can make your own judgment on that one. But regardless, it's Washington's turn to miss field goals, and we're still stuck at 3. Yeah, that must be a lot of wind here right now. That's the only explanation I have for this. So we'll keep that in mind. But that 4th and 1 probably should have been gone for. Oh well, hindsight is 20/20. We'll remember that. Houston, do something, maybe. I don't know. All right, yeah, it's turning into one of those games. We're already at the 2-minute warning. Nothing has happened since the missed field goal. And we're staring at a 3rd and 11 for the Texans. They're at Washington's 44. A holding penalty just yanked them out of field goal range, although with how the wind is blowing, it probably wouldn't have mattered. All right, 3rd and 11. Let's see what happens here. 9 on a short. How about an incompletion? Mills was looking for Nico Collins. We have a 4th and 11, and I guess we're coffin kicking it. So yeah, we're not in Care Firebeam field goal range, number 1. Number 2, with how the wind's been going, I don't think I want to even attempt a long field goal. So we're going to coffin kick it. So first things first, we'll roll the yardage. It's a 47-yard punt, but I'm rolling it again to see how much we're subtracting. 6, 11, 16, so it actually goes 31. If this was an X, it would be returnable, but it's not, so it goes out of bounds automatically at the 13. Okay. Washington will have 145 to see if they can at least try to score, but man, oh man, with how this game has been going, it's been a combination of bend but don't break defenses and just bad special teams. Something along those lines. You get the idea here. All right. 3 wides for me. Taylor Heineke, who's at the controls, and it's 1st and 10 at the. Washington has all their timeouts. They also. No, Houston gets the second half kickoff. Okay. This is a note. All right. 1st and 10 from the 13. It's actually 1st down. Nice try, me. Yeah, Houston's playing pass. Okay, let's see what we got. An incompletion to start this off to Terry McLaurin. It stinks. 2nd down. And I feel, yep, now it's even worse. An interception roll. 2 through 4 or 12. No, incomplete. Now we were looking for Robinson. That would have been really bad if that interception had gone through. Meanwhile, it's third down here and 10. 5 on a short. To the receiver, to Curtis Samuel. And it's his turn to have an incompletion. Okay, that was quick. Jeez. All right, we're already punting the ball away. It's going to be one of those games. It has been one of those games. Up, and we have a potential penalty, but a 45-yard punt on top of that. So we're at the 42, and this is going to be returned for a gain of... Wow, 21 if it holds. Yes, okay. So that punt returner is getting all the way up to the 37. All right, we're at the Commanders' 37. Excellent return there to help us out. I would say Houston's in field goal range, but with the way the kicking game has been today, there's no guarantees here. Houston with all their timeouts and 1:15 to do something, anything really. Okay, we got everybody over here. 3 wides, 1st and 10. Let's do it. This gets missed as Washington thinks run, and it's 1st and 10. Yeah, we are in Fairbairn field goal range. Take that as you will. Not anymore! It's a 5-yard loss. Ouch. You know what? I'm going to say because it's a botched screen, I'm going to count it against them. Nice try. So, Nico Collins, yeah, that's a 5-yard loss for Brandon Cooks. Oof, that hurts. All right, 2nd and 15. That is not the way I wanted to have that happen. 6 on a short. It's an 11-yard gain if it holds. And the play never happened. False start against the Texans. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, dear. That is going to make it 2nd and 19 if my math is correct. Yeah, 2nd and 19. 10 on a short. No, incomplete. He was looking for Nico Collins again. All right, 3rd down and 19. $11 on the long. Oh, there we go. 30-yard gain. 1st down at the 17. Nice. Mills hooks up with Nico Collins for 30 big yards. All right. There we go, Texans. I knew you could do it. It just took a little while. They did take a timeout. That's their first. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 17. 9 on a flat to Collins, guessed correctly, of course. And no, incomplete. Second down here. 7 on a short. Incomplete again. This time we're looking for Brandon Cooks. 3rd down and 10. This is not looking good. And he's probably going to go backwards. Yep, sack. Oh, that's just nice. It's a 9-yard sack, and unfortunately, it's a fumble! No! It, thankfully, is not recovered there. It would be recovered by the Texans. Washington does take a timeout. That's their first. The strip sack, meanwhile, gets credited to James Smith-Williams. All right. Well, I guess we have no choice but to try it now. This is going to suck. All right. 43-yarder. Washington already took a timeout to ice the kicker. So he can't ice the kicker here. So here we go. 43 yards from Fairbairn. Don't screw this up. Kick is up. Well, I think well, there's the penalty. Good news is he didn't. Bad news. Number 5. Okay, the good kick is good, but... No. You know what? We're taking the points. The kick is good. It's an offsides against the Commanders, but we're not going to, risk it. It would still be 3rd and 4th and forever. So, you know what? We'll take the points. Therbeim connects on the second field goal of the game, even though he missed one earlier. And the Texans look like they're going to have the lead going into the half, and they'll even get the ball to start the second. 6-3. It's been a field goal parade, apparently. Not exactly how I would have drawn it up, but here we are. All right. We still got 15 seconds. So let's see what Washington does. 8 yards in the back of the end zone. Ignore the X. I accidentally rolled that. 24 yards. Okay, we have 8 seconds to do something. All right, whatever. Okay, I think we'll just take one random long shot and call it a day. That seems to be what I'm thinking. We'll see if it works. Got 2 more plays. I'm not going to throw up the first down marker. It's meaningless. 3 and a long. It worked. Holy bleep. It worked. Long gain. What do we got? Not a touchdown, and I don't think that's even in field goal range, so a complete dud. 38 yards to McLaurin. Yeah, that's not field goal range, buddy. They do manage to take a timeout. That's their second. So there's 1 second left, but they're going to have to do it again. Okay, that was highly unfortunate, I'm afraid. All right, last play of the game. No, we are not in. We are not in slide field goal range. We're 5 yards short. Wait, where? Yeah, I think we are at the 45. Okay, we're gonna have to take one more. This is to end the half. Now we gotta try. Well, Dotson's has an LG, so we'll try him. All right. Last play of the half. Can they do it again? Probably not, right? Oh, to the receiver. There's a penalty too, but to the receiver. If we roll a 6 or a 12, we got it. 12, we got it. 6, maybe. No! But what's the penalty? This is important because we can't end the half on 1. 9 through 12, 10 or 11. And it's an offsides against the Texans. The half ends, but since the half can't end on a defensive penalty, Washington gets a free play out of this. Okay, this is definitely the last play of the half. We are in Joey Sly field goal range, incredibly. Okay, I'm going to go for that. 2 through 6 or a 12. We've got a shot at a 57-yarder. Kick is up and bleep. Hey, your stupid timeout made me just throw my dice on the ground. What the hell? Oh, boy. That bleep was the sound of the Texans taking a timeout. That's their second. Try it again. Oh, boy. Kick is up. Sly misses. Well, it was worth a shot, but alas, Joey Sly's bad field goal night continues. Yow, ouch. Well, you know what? It was worth a shot. I know it was windy conditions, but that 57-yarder had no chance, and woof. All right, well, that's how the half ends, and that was anticlimactic. We didn't even have one touchdown. 6-3, Houston. Somehow this is a defensive battle. Okay, that's not how I would have drawn it up, but here we are. See if the first half stats look any good here. Taylor Heineke, 13-21, 152. That's not too bad. Brian Robinson has 12 carries for 60 yards. Heineke had that pretty bad strip sack that went against him. Terry McLaurin, 6 for 89, including an impressive 38-yarder that turned out to be off or not. We have a strip sack from Jameson Smith-Williams. And that's why there's your culprit right there. Joey Sly, what are you doing? That is not good. That might explain why Washington is trailing. He is not having a good night, my man. Oh boy, that is bad. Houston side. Okay, Davis Mills, you're not having a good night in general. 10 of 21 for 99. That's pitiful. That's just bad. Look at that completion percentage. That's just bad. Nothing on the ground. The leading receiver is Nico Collins, 2 for 35. At least Fairbairn has made 2 kicks, and Kersley has the strip sack. But my, oh my, what a mess of a first half. That is kind of sad how that worked out. So the good news here so Houston gets the ball to start the second half here. We'll see if half number 2 can go any better than half number 1. But my goodness, that was a very unfortunate snooze fest there. As it ends at it's 6-3 Houston. I think that's the first time we've had like all field goals too. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. That's better. So we'll see what happens. But 6-3 Houston after one half. Oh boy. All right, don't do that again. Please just give us some touchdowns so we can have something to cheer about or something. I don't know. That's nice. I picked something I already did it, you stupid ass. All right, 1st and 10. Oh, we're going to begin with a fumble. Okay. 2 through 5 are a 12. And whoop, there it is. It's a fumble. Right out of the gate. And it's picked up by the Commanders. No return, but they already have it. 1st and 10 of the 18. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh no, Dameon Pierce, what have you done? The first carry of the half, and he fumbles it away. You've got to be kidding me. Jonathan Allen forces the fumble, and Deron Payne lands on it. Oh, man, that is not how I would have started this first half for the Texans, but here we are. And look at that. Just like that, Washington has it 1st and 10 inside the Texans 20. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can we actually get our first touchdown of the game, or are we going to be bummed out? All right. We'll find out in just a minute. We're bringing in Gibson for right now. All right. 1st and 10. Texans have it at the 18. Excuse me. The Commanders have it at the Texans 18. Wrong team. Oh, no. Now it's their turn for a fumble roll, but it's just a 2. Okay, it's just a 1-yard loss. Okay, Gibson knew what he was doing. Okay, Antonio Gibson knew what he was doing. No fumble roll. We're all good. Okay, 2nd and 11. This gets missed. And it's going to be an interception roll, 2 or a 12. And it happens! Picked off! Interception from Houston! Now it's Washington's turn. Returned for a gain of... No, not a pick 6. Bummer. Nothing! Absolutely nothing. Now it's the Texans' turn. What the hell? Heineke was looking for Armani Rogers and trying to get crafty. He found someone, all right, but it wasn't Armani Rogers. It was the defensive strong safety. So Jonathan Owens gets to pick. What the hell? Now we have back-to-back turnovers. First, it was Dameon Pierce losing a fumble. Now Tyler Heineke just threw a pick as he tried to get too cute. Oh, you idiots. All right. Well, that was highly unfortunate. Hey, give me Brex Burkhead. We're not doing this again. So, yeah, that just happened. That just freaking happened. And we're right back to where we started. Okay. That was fun. Let's not do that again. All right, so back-to-back turnovers as Washington squanders the most golden opportunity anyone's had outside of that 1 4th and 1. And, yeah, that just happened. All right. Still 6-3. That sucked. Oh, jeez. All right. 2nd and 3. Now we're doing it. Woof. They don't see this at all. 8 on a long. It to the receiver to McLaurin. And he gets the long gain. Oh, there's only one that doesn't work for. So unless this is a 6, this is a touchdown. Oh, of course we can't have touchdowns in this game. Why the heck not? McLaurin catches it, but gets pushed out of bounds all the way at the tackle from behind, all the way at the 1. We just cannot have touchdowns in this game, no matter how hard we try. But anyways, it's a 35-yard gain for McLaurin. And the Commanders are sitting right at the doorstep on 1st and goal to go at the 1. Oh, man. All right, let's see if we can get our first touchdown of the game. 6 on the line, Buck. That is not it. It's a 1-yard loss from Brian Robinson. Ouch. 2nd down. We're doing it again. 11 on an off tackle. And there it is! Touchdown! Finally! The first of the game. It took a whole 49 minutes to pull it off. 45 minutes, excuse me. But we finally did it. Joey Sly, is he better at extra points than he is kicking field goals? No. No good. Oh, boy. Oh, that's going to be a liability. And also not how you want to end the third quarter in. But we finally did it after a whole 45 freaking minutes there. Brian Robinson with a 2-yard plunge set up by the 35-yard pass to McLaurin from Heineke. And, of course, Joey Sly continues his struggles. That's the big one. And, unfortunately, the Commanders are only up by 3. So Houston can tie this with a field goal. Oh, boy. So not only are they Joey Sly, man, he is going to single-handedly cost them this game if it continues. But nevertheless, the Commanders go into the 4th quarter with a 9-6 lead as we finally get our first touchdown of the game. Again, that took 3 whole quarters to do, but at least we finally got it. And the Commanders started this drive. Actually, they started it all the way at the 4. So they went a whole lot of yards there. But, yeah, Joey Sly, man, he is struggling badly. We're going to have to keep that in mind. So Commanders still lead 9-6 going into the 4th, but this is still anyone's game, and the door is still open for Texans to tie it with a field goal. All right, well, let's see if the defenses can continue their trend or if somebody will finally break out. I mean, Commanders just did, so we'll see if the Texans can do the same thing. Or not, depending on what this next highlight is. Oh, that sucked, man. That really effing sucked. All right. 9 yards in the back of the end zone. Ignore that. You rolled it on accident. This is probably going nowhere, and you are correct. All right, we've got a 3rd and 14 now. This is not looking good. 3rd and 14. Woof. Well, that's going to yield an injury. And it's a long gain on top of that. Oh, no. And it is going to go for 55. Oh, McLaurin out at the 4. That's the second time that has happened where McLaurin catches a long one and he gets very close to the end zone, but not quite. McLaurin with 55 big yards. He's down at the 4. And speaking of down, somebody on Houston's down too. We'll say whoever, well, in their case, it would be I'm just curious. The right end. Okay. For housekeeping's sake, he will be out for 6 plays. Okay, whatever. Oh, man. Okay. We've got a first and goal to go at the 4. Another opportunity for Washington to score here. And I think they got it. No, never mind. Robinson is free. If that wasn't on the if that was on the Texans card, that would have been a touchdown. But nope, I had to read Robinson. All right, second and goal to 1. I'm sure we can get it. 5 and a. That's what I was afraid of. 2 through 6. No, and it's no touchdown either, so it's a 1-yard loss. So there's no fumble. But boy, oh boy, that was dangerously close as I was leading it. I was like, no, don't do this to me. 3rd and 2. They're going to see this fake pass coming. All right, 8 on an flat to the receiver to McLaurin. Does the penalty mean anything? It does not, so it's a touchdown! There! Terry McLaurin finally scored. We're happy? Good. Should be. That man has been trying to score, but he finally did it on a 2-yard pass play of all things. He's having a monster game somehow. Should we even try the extra point? You know what? I'm going to go for 2. My trust in my kicker is not there today. We're going to go for 2. It really doesn't matter, but the difference being if Houston scores a touchdown, then they can tie it with a field goal. So we're going to try it. All right. Washington is going for 2, and we're going to have Robinson try to punch it in. Houston is going to think that again. They're going to throw it again, but no. All right. 2-point conversion. We just need 2 yards, and ding, ding, ding. We got it. Brian Robinson punches it in from 2 yards out, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Commanders have scored again. They have broken this one open. Terry McLaurin set him up with a 55-yard T pass, and then Heineke allows him to complete it with a 2-yard completion. And the Commanders are up 17-6 as they have begun to figure out this Houston defense finally. Excuse me. Hey, it took 3 periods, but you know what? Now we finally got some touchdowns. Better late than never. But Houston is going to need those to respond at bare minimum, so we'll see if they can do it. Otherwise, this is not looking good. 1st and 10, and for whatever stupid reason, this gets missed. I think Washington thought they were going to run it. 11 on a short. It's not going to matter because it's a long gain. Is this a touchdown? No. But it goes for 35, and Brandon Cooks gets it all the way down to the 5. Oh, man, we are getting some long pass plays here. Love to see this. It took long enough, but here we are. Brandon Cooks for 35, and now Houston finally has a chance to score. 1st and goal from the 5. All right. Washington's going to play to run and miss this. 5 on a flat. Oh, wrong one. Okay, does the penalty mean anything? It does not, so it's a touchdown! Davis Mills to Jordan Atkins, and the Commanders, the Texans finally have a score of their own. It took them long enough, but you know what? Better late than never. And they bring it to a 17-12 ball game. And I'm going to go for the 2-point conversion. See if we can bring this to a field goal game or if we're going to need another touchdown on the other side here. Okay. They're going to miss this off-tackle run. Dameon Pierce with a chance to redeem himself. 2-point conversion is good. He would have had it anyways, but hey, he gets it he totally found a big hole for the Washington defense and got it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans, it took them 54 and a half minutes, but they finally scored a touchdown. Yeah, better late than never, I guess. But you know what? We'll do it. And the Texans are back in this ball game, 17-14. They have a chance. It was looking pretty grim there, but their offense finally woke up. A 5-yard TD pass, from Mills to Atkins, and then Pierce adds the 2-point conversion on a 2-yard run. All right, this is still anyone's game. We got 5.5 remaining. Oh boy, hold on to your butts. This is going to be a tight one. Oh boy. Second down. This surprisingly is a surprise. 11 on a long, and it goes for 34. Touchdown! A surprise play action fake, and Heineke finds McLaurin, who has been absolutely dominating this game. It could be because Houston is without 2 of their top corners in this one. Oh my goodness! And McLaurin is just eating them alive. Joey Sly, can you at least make this extra point? Yes, he does! Took him long enough, but he actually made an extra point for once. And it's now the Commanders out of nowhere. A 29-yard TD pass from Heineke to Terry McLaurin, who's up over 200 yards receiving. Again, Houston does not have Derek Stingley, and whoever was covering McLaurin went out with an injury too. So he has been tearing apart whoever's been covering him. Third-string corners, you gotta love them. Regardless, it's 24-14 Washington, and they needed that one. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. So we've got 3 minutes remaining, so we're going to play this out real time here. So, Houston, you're going to need a touchdown or at least a field goal. They have all their timeouts. They're going to start at the 25. Okay, that's our situation here. Plenty of time to pull this off, but man, oh man, it's not looking too hot right now for Houston here. All right, Davis Mills, you're going to have to recapture whatever you did the last drive, do it again. Do it again. Okay, we're bringing in 3 wides this time, and we're going to start off with the 1st and 10. And Washington's playing pass all the way, and Houston says, let's do it. It's to the receiver, to Nico Collins. And Nico Collins has 7 on his first pass at completion. Okay, excellent. Clock does not stop automatically until past the 2-minute warning, so keep that in mind. 2nd and 3. All right, let's see. 4-yard gain for Jordan Atkins, and that's a new set of downs, and we're at the 2-minute warning on top of that, so now it will. All right, 1st and 10. We're now at the 2-minute warning. It's 9 to the receiver, to Brandon Cooks. Fumble. Well, it's an incompletion unless somebody did something. Offsetting penalties. Nothing happens except the clock goes down. All right, 1st and 10. Do it again. Fumble! That was on me, not anything else. All right, 8 on a short. Incomplete. Then we're looking for Brandon Cooks. I should say 41. Nice try, me. All right. Second down. 8 on a flat. That's going to Cooks again. And another incompletion. Well, this is not good. Third down. Ah, there we go. Short gain. Collins will have 17 in the first. He's out of bounds at the 47. Keyword out of bounds because that means stops the clock. All right, 1st and 10. I'm going to try one. 8 on a long. Oh, it's going to Collins. We have a chance. And incomplete. We're looking for Nico Collins deep, and it didn't work out that way. All right, second down. Another fumble. Stop doing that. Ran a flat. Uh-oh. Yep, that's a 21-yard gain and a first down. 26-yard line, and that's where Nico Collins goes out of bounds. Okay, they're still in it. 1st and 10 from the 26. Now, I have a little bit of a decision to make. Excuse me. Field goals. Should I have Care Fairbairn in? He's actually got a good one. Theoretically, if we get to the 12, he's actually good. Because I need a field goal and a touchdown, remember. I'm going to see if maybe I can get one long pass right out of the gates. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this. All right, 1st and 10. 7 on a long, and, well, that's going to be complicated now, isn't it? Wrong one. Never mind, incomplete. I was looking at the wrong card. I almost screwed myself up there. It's incomplete to Brandon Cooks. I mean, we'll take an incompletion over what could have been. All right. Second down. 9 on a flat. That's to receiver to Collins. And he gets 9, and he's out of bounds at the 17. All right, hold on. I know what I'm going to do. Just give me 1 minute. All right. Either this one goes into the end zone for a touchdown or hold your peace. I believe I have to do a short pass, right? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh. Unfortunately, the rules state if I'm inside of 25 yards, I can't do a long pass. And I'm not seeing any 17s here. Okay, either kick the field goal now and hope for... I'm going to kick the field goal now. Okay, we're going for the field goal. Care Fairbairn from 34. So the kick is up, and beep! Washington takes their first timeout. Do it again. Fairbairn from 34. Kick is up, and... Oh, he nailed it. It's good. Okay. Okay, we got that out of the way. So Care Fairbairn from 34 connects. We are now a field goal away from touchdown away from tying the game. So that was the part, one of the 2 things I needed, and it's 24-17. Now here comes the fun part. Onside kick. We're going for it. We need a 2, 3, 11, or 12. Otherwise, Washington gets the ball. All right, 2, 3, 11, or 12. Come on. And no. Sorry, try again. Recovered by offense at opponent's 45-yard line. I kind of figured so much. Okay. The only saving grace for Houston there is that they have all the timeouts, so they're going to get unloaded. The bad news is their run defense sucks. So this could get a little bit iffy. I think we all know what's going to happen here. So let's see if we can run out the clock. All right. Yeah, 2 tight ends with McLaurin. Okay, I think we all know what's going to happen. Run, and more running. All right, 1st and 10 from the 45 of Houston. If we can get to the 41, we're actually in field goal range, but do I really trust Joey Sly to make it? Well, we start off with a 6-yard run from Robinson. There's timeout number 1 from Houston. So that's going to happen. 2nd and 4, 1st down ends the game. Now we're in field goal range 2. That was not ideal. Okay. Robinson gets 3, and because he gets in, there's an injury, no timeout is actually, it's Washington that has to use the timeout, not the Texans, because this injury's on them. Oh, dear. Oh, that sucks. All right, who are we taking out, and for how long? Number 4. Oh, Robinson got hurt on that one. He is gone for this game and the next 3. Well, that sucks. So Antonio Gibson's going to have to finish it off. We've got a 3rd and 1, meanwhile. Houston does save a timeout in a cruel twist of fate, but will really help them. 3rd and 1. And that should be enough. Oh, yeah, 6-yard gain, and that's a 1st down. I believe that ends it, right? As Houston takes a timeout. Let's see. Yep, that just about does it. And, they can't stop the clock, so we'll let Heineke take 1 knee and call it a day, and that's going to do it. And the Washington Commanders go to Houston to win. And with that, the NFC East is officially theirs. 24-17 is the final score. They win the East. Texans, better luck next time. Also, stop appearing. That could be your problem. Okay, so there we go. Washington wins 24-17, as apparently everybody waited till the 4th quarter to start scoring. Fun times, eh? Taylor Heineke goes 20 of 31 for 304 and 2 TDs. He threw a pick, too. But oh well. Ryan Robinson ends up going for 100 yards and a TD before he left with an injury. Antonio Gibson, I think the Commanders will be in good hands. 14 for 77. How about Terry McLaurin? Oh, my God. Wow. Most receiving yards we've seen in one of these playthroughs so far in Season 3. 10, 2, 10, and 2. My God, this is what happens when you are feasting on backup corners. Joey Sly did not cost him the game like I feared he would. Washington's defense didn't do too much. Of course, we lost Robinson for 3 games, so oof, that hurts, but it is what it is. Davis Mills, that is not a good line. 26-47, 267 in the touchdown. That's just sad. That's just really sad on the completion percentage there. Do I have the right score? Yes, I do. Nothing doing on the ground except for Dameon Pierce losing a fumble. Jordan Atkins caught the TD but did nothing. Brandon Cooks and Nico Collins each got over 90 yards receiving. Garrett Fairbairn was hitting his kicks at least. We had a strip sack and an interception. Otherwise, well, this is what I was talking about with, McLaurin was feasting on a 3rd-string corner. No wonder he got over 200 yards receiving. My goodness. But it doesn't matter. The Commanders win. The NFC East is theirs. So there you have it. So, Houston, you better hope Indianapolis loses or something. All right. There you go. Washington wins 24-17. And with it, they take the NFC East. As I mentioned, Houston will have to test their luck. Funny enough, Yeah, Washington was going to play Philadelphia. That game is no longer needed. Both teams are in the playoffs anyways. Houston's forced to play Jacksonville, so if they win that game, they're AFC South champs. They're in the playoff season no matter what. Indianapolis gets Tennessee. They lose. Well, the Colts win and the Texans lose. Colts grab the South. Texans will be stuck with a lower seed. But anyway, we're not going to be focusing on those. I already know what game we're going to play for next week, and I'll give you a hint. We literally just did it. Oh, yeah, we're doing this again. A rare rematch 2 weeks later. Chiefs, Chargers, Chiefs. Oh, boy. Oh, it turns out Patrick Mahomes being injured ended up costing them. So we'll see how that goes for the finale, and then it's off to the playoffs. So, anyways, that'll be next week's game, but that's going to do it for week 17. So, you know what buttons to hit, and I will see you on next week for that exciting Chargers-Chiefs matchup. Peace out, y'all. And congrats to the Commanders on winning the NFC East. Sure as heck beats that one team from Texas winning. And I don't mean them. You know who we're talking about. Should I put that on camera? You heard nothing.